What's poppin', everyone? Welcome to another episode of Remember When. My name is Jose. With me today are my boys Amir and Johnny. Say what's up, guys.
Bombitty.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, boys. So, for all of our listeners out there, we haven't done this in a while, but we are the Remember When crew. I am Jose, Amir, and Johnny, and we are cousins. We have grown up together, and now we're here talking about nostalgia, some of our favorite and least favorite things of the 90s and the early 2000s. So, if you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, hi, hello, hola, bonjour, howdy.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Aloha.
Hello. Yeah, aloha. Oh, yeah. Oh, your people.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, my people. I'm African American, bro. I know Samoans and you Filipino /Polynesian.
Have you ever been surfing?
I have. I actually know how to surf.
Okay, then you're Samoan. Okay. So, so, quick question for you guys. All right, out of all the personifications of holidays, so like Santa, Easter Bunny, Cupid, which one would you want to be? Which holiday icon would you want to be?
What I want to be, bro, I'm about to, wait. I was going to say Grim Reaper, but he doesn't have a holiday.
Cupid.
Yeah, that is the correct answer. That is literally the correct answer.
Cupid?
Bro, do you know how much chaos I could cause?
Oh, yo, facts, bro. You know, Cupid.
If
Cupid
I'm
is the
feeling
most
a little
powerful.
spiteful, I'm like, man, you ugly, you foul. Let's make a concoction.
You can cause divorces, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie, I'd probably be Santa. But I'm
Oh,
gonna do
you'll
like
be Santa.
I'm gonna do the way that Jack Skellington did it and just give him like horrible gifts. Bro, I want to be Krampus. I want to be Krampus. Yeah, Krampus.
Is Krampus considered a common Christmas icon?
No.
I feel like
no.
it wasn't popular until the Krampus movie came out.
I mean, no, it was like a folklore, like up in I think in like in Europe.
Yeah, but did you hear about that folklore
Oh, hell
prior
no.
to the movie?
But
Exactly.
He's cool. But he's cool though. He's like a hidden folklore. Plus he kidnaps children, bro. How badass is that?
Is that what you would call that? Badass? I could just...
Where the fuck do you go for the rest of the year? Hell, nigga? Like,
Just the devil's plaything. Bro, he just kidnaps. I think he just kidnaps the bad kids and just takes them to wherever the hell. I don't know, probably hell. Probably just straight up hell, dude.
So we're talking about all the holiday icons out there and you choosing Krampus.
Because the rest of them are boring. What do I want to be? Easter Bunny? I'm going to be pooping eggs.
he want to be the Grinch so bad, bro. He want to be the Grinch so bad.
No, Cupid is legit the right answer, though. Because if somebody pissed you off, just being like, all right, that's crazy. You're about to be in love with alley cat with rabies. Yeah, like, bam, there you go. You're
You
done.
could be the biggest troll.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Can I be a leprechaun instead?
Yeah, you can be.
Yeah, like,
Wait,
I'm-
the leprechaun or a
leprechaun.
leprechaun? Yeah.
What's the
Are we
difference?
talking about leprechaun
We
out of the
talking Lucky
hood?
Charms leprechaun or the leprechaun?
I'm going to be the leprechaun.
Uh-oh.
Get off me, gold. Bites finger off.
We got to do an episode about that one day.
Yeah,
We're going to do the whole, what was it, quintology?
All of it.
all 7 movies. Leprechaun goes to New York.
Goes to the hood. Goes to the hood too. Goes to space. Bro, all the movies are perfect.
How many are there of the leprechaun? Is
I
there
don't
actually
know.
7?
Probably the same amount as Jason movies there are out.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know how many Jason movies there
I don't
are.
know. The nigga went to space, bro.
It was the 11. I think it was like 12 movies.
So wait, he actually went to space?
Yeah,
No, wait,
Jason X.
did we talk about that before?
Jason X.
He was
I think.
called Cyber Jason, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was like Cyber Jason, but I think it didn't
Oh,
appear to like
no.
the mid part of the movie. It's kind of like it's schlock. It's Friday the 13th. So what do you expect? But it had one of the coolest kills. Like a girl gets like her head shoved into like a freezing ice. Her whole face freezes, and then he just slams her on the table. It's like a brutal ice gory mess. But bro, that was like cool.
I thought you were talking about like a space kill for a moment. That this was just like on Earth.
Yeah,
kill.
there was no. It's like it all takes place in space, but there's like futuristic stuff. That's probably the coolest kill. The other ones are just like, whatever. Who really cares?
Huh. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not a bad one.
You see, I feel like that movie is the equivalent of Dragon Ball Z with Bio Broly, where it's like, who asked for this?
Yeah, who did that?
Like, who asked for Bio Broly? I don't remember asking for him to come back as like a zombie android thing.
Yeah,
Don't
barely even Broly.
Yeah, not even Broly.
That's
at that
barely
point.
Broly.
Bro, that's like the robot Frieza arc. Like, why do we need a robot Frieza?
Oh yeah,
Man
the
just
Mech Frieza.
popped up to die. Like,
He did. He just came to show off Trunks. But then Trunks gets like trumped by like
Trunks
everybody
was
else.
pussy after that.
Yeah, after that,
he sliced Frieza and his dad and was like, yeah, I'm done.
Even after the hyperbolic time chamber, he went to pull up on Cell. He's like, man, I'm gonna kick your ass. Nah, then Vegeta fucks everything up. They didn't do anything.
Tien did better.
Yeah, yeah.
Tien.
Who?
Tien.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Human?
I get it.
Who?
You're funny. You're
Earth?
funny.
Earth? Who's Yamcha?
That is
Seriously though, all them dudes is left on Earth just sitting.
Tien did the tri-beam, bro. The
King Kong.
Oh, what
the
season was
Kiko.
that?
Huh?
What season was that?
Season, that's the cell arc.
Yeah, I was about to say that
Yeah,
was
remember
like
when
Cell
you
Saga.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Season,
No,
you know, we
what
don't
I
talk
mean.
in anime, we
He
don't
was
talk
Imperfect
seasons.
Cell. Imperfect Cell. He was his second form.
Yeah.
Boy, you got to be old as hell to remember that.
This man being ignorant. Don't listen to him.
You know,
Tien is
we'll
goated.
argue later. Christmas time.
Christmas time.
Christmas with Krampus.
All right, we're gonna be talking about 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah, Hannukah, bro.
Adam Sandler, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I was referring to your time in college, actually, Amir.
Oh,
Yeah, 8 Crazy Nights.
8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
The first night, he cried.
Yeah.
the second night, things were lost. The third night, things were found again.
And then the fourth night, things were lost again.
All right, 8 Crazy Nights is an animated holiday movie, and we will be spoiling the movie. So if you have never watched it, just beware.
Be blessed.
Be blessed. Yeah. Be happy.
Give
be
thanks
happy.
for the fact that you did not watch this movie before.
Do one of you guys want to break down what the basic premise of the movie is?
Fuck no.
Okay, so it's easy. So y'all know Adam Sandler, the man, the grand star of Uncut Gems and Grown Ups and Jack and Jill and Click. You know him, but now in this one he's playing Davey, but he's an animated dude who looks exactly like Adam Sandler. What?
It is crazy you put all those movies together. Uncut Gems and Jack and Jill in the same conversation is crazy. But keep going.
I'm gonna go through this whole shit, bro.
Keep going.
But it's his name is Davey. Davey something. I forgot his last name. But he's a pretty much a think Ebenezer Scrooge, like, you know, the very asshole, like, but he's a drunk. He's the kind of guy you don't really want to be around because of a tragic backstory. But he ends up getting run up with the law. The law is about to arrest him and put him in the penitentiary. But then, out of nowhere, Whitey comes over and then decides, you know what? I'm going to save you, Davey, because you're a pretty cool guy and I feel bad for you. So Whitey has to reform Davey so he doesn't go back to jail. And it's all taking place during Hannukah, bro.
Oh God, that was actually a really good breakdown.
That was
and,
actually a good impression of Whitey as well.
Yeah.
I practiced.
I don't think Adam Sandler did when he did it. So
No,
Yeah.
the best way I could describe it. So Johnny's imitation was like actually like pretty close, right? But the best way I could describe it is like picture Carl Weezer, right? And he's like 50% of the way to Carl Weezer's voice. It's like I feel like that's what he was aiming for. Is like that's why I picture in his head. He's like, all right, I'm gonna like imitate that. But it made it like to the halfway mark, and he was like, we're just gonna stay here. We're not gonna practice any further. And it's just the worst voice acting I've heard in a very long time. It's actually really, really bad.
And what makes it worse is that it's like throughout the whole damn movie. Because at first you're like, oh, he's just going to be... I don't know why I'm going back.
you gonna leave this session sounding like Whitey?
This movie has ruined my brain because I can't just not think about his voice. But it's like you start from the courtroom, like, okay, maybe he's gonna be there for like 2 minutes. No, he's there for the whole movie. And then you think he's a bad bro. His sister's even worse. Eleanor is horrible, bro.
I'm gonna call pause because I feel like his voice acting for Eleanor was way better than Whitey.
You think it was better?
Eleanor is, you know
know
can
what? I agree.
withstand that. Whitey, when a song's going through and then this nigga's voice just pops through, I'm pissed.
Oh, that's one thing we forgot to mention. This an animated movie, but it's also a musical. Like it's a musical comedy, is what it is.
A musical comedy.
Think old school Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's a good movie, but there's also like musicals that randomly pop through. But the opening song was probably the best song.
Not even probably.
If not probably,
no,
yeah.
It's a straight fact. It's a straight fact.
No, Cap.
Which one is the best one?
The best one? Oh, do I have to say it? When Whitey was singing, bro. But no. not the first Whitey song. The second Whitey song, that's the one I like. That's a technical foul.
Oh, that one?
That was the best song. I don't give a damn. I know his voice is annoying, but it is so damn catchy. And you come up from the street and you put your feet up on the seat. That's a technical foul.
So a little bit of background for Whitey, for those of you that haven't seen the movie, right? He's been a volunteer basketball referee for like 30 years, I think.
Yeah, 30 or 50? Was it 50?
Bro looked like he was 85 years old in that movie.
Yeah, so at 30 plus years, maybe upwards of 50. I don't remember the exact number, but for a very long time. And that's his like whole career. And so he's bringing Davey along with him. And that's like part of like the reform process that he's like, you know, get involved with the youth again, you know, be active in the community and that kind of stuff.
And this man's deformed too. You remember his feet? He had like a size,
two
like
different feet.
Yeah, size 11 on the left and like children's 9 on the right. Something like that.
Bro, this movie is gonna piss off anyone that's gotten in any legal trouble before, because you remember like in the beginning, but like when they were introducing Whitey and like I think Davey was in trouble in court and he was like, yeah, you're a hooligan and definitely deserve to be in jail, but goddamn, back in that day, you had a good jump shot, boy. And I was like sitting there like, what the fuck a jump shot got to do with my sentencing?
It's white privilege, bro. Your jump shot was fantastic. You may have did a hit and run, but man, you deserve a second chance, bro.
Bro, tell me why this man jumped in court and lifted off like 2 inches.
You don't care, bro. That's Davey. Like, were we supposed to like Davey? At least, because in the beginning, I'm like, I know this is the type of thing where you gotta like sit through his bullshit, but you sit through his bullshit and you just get nothing. You still get bullshit. Like, you're not gonna. I don't like this dude.
The beginning of the movie was wild because you know he stumbles out of a restaurant, so he's like essentially dying dashing, right? You know, because he's not paying for his bill. And he's drunk, right? He's hobbling over. He's at his car. And the officers are like, you aren't going to drive that, are you? He's like, nah, I'm just like telling my baby good night. And he starts like, you know, just like getting in with the car. He's like slapping the bumper, just going in on his car. The police officer starts tearing up in the car.
Tear up?
I was like, what is the moment? This is not even like 2 minutes into the movie. I lost it. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this movie has no control. I like off the rip, just no boundaries, no limits.
Also, it's surprising too. Like, I feel like this movie's animation is so wasted because, dude, the animation is beautiful, bro. Like that whole it is smooth. It is like. It's got so many colors. Like, it's got that Christmas spirit. But why was it wasted on this, bro?
It just doesn't fit the movie, to be fair, because, like, the way it was animated, people were, like, moving like big-ass teddy bears in a way. Like, you know, if someone's, like, in a teddy bear, like, suit or, like, an actual teddy bear, they're slow-moving, big, like, chunky. And, like, everything was so, like, real, I guess, when it comes to the dialogue, but it just also didn't make sense. Like, Davey's like, oh, he never gave up on me, but meanwhile, Whitey's like, you're not welcome in my house anymore, nigga. Like,
bro, it's weird, because this literally could have been live action. Like, this could have been a live action movie.
If it was live action, I guarantee it would have been trash.
I would have appreciated it so much more if it was live action.
You think?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You got to think, half the stuff that he does in this movie is just so wild that you would be losing it if you saw an actual human being doing some of this stuff. You remember, so in Davey's song, right? So in the very beginning, he nunchucks down snowmen, steals a snowmobile, ties up a group of people in Christmas lights, throws snowballs at reindeers, steals Santa's beard from the mall, and knocks down a giant menorah. Like, that would be crazy. That would be insane to see.
Yeah, unfortunately, if we did have a live action version, that would have been Adam Sandler doing it. He's probably not doing all that, bro.
No, 100% not doing all that.
He's gonna be skating on the damn.
You know, he's done a couple
plenty
stunts
in Grown Ups.
Yeah, he's done some crazy stuff before. So I wouldn't. At least I would say he could probably pull off like half those.
You know what I feel? You know? If it was live action, it would be just like "Are We There Yet?" with Ice Cube.
You know what, dude? That
it
is
would be
actually
exactly like that.
Yeah, that's actually.
It would be some mid 2000s.
Mind you, it is an older movie, so we got to give it some leeway because "Are We There Yet?" came way later. But same time, that's the closest I could see it being. But I feel like the animation saved the humor in a way. Even though the animation didn't fit the dialogue and what was going on, I feel like it saved the humor and like the ridiculous parts, like when reindeer or whatever the deer were just shitting everywhere. Fam, that would look crazy CGI wise, but animation, yeah,
I don't think I want to see them shit scenes on in live action. So maybe we're spared.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I did think some of the humor did land for me, not all of it, because there were some moments like it just like did random stuff where I was like, that wasn't even funny in the slightest at all, you know? But when he was on the court and he was like refereeing and he just bullied the shit out of that fat kid, he really he said, foul on this kid for eating everything in sight. Bro, he said jelly jugs
would not pass today, bro.
Yo, he said jelly jugs. Next time you go on the court, wear a bra.
Wear a bra.
This kid ran off the court. Ah!
And then a scene later, there's a kid who's got
buying a bra.
He gets caught too. He's like, ah! Like, yo, that was funny.
You gonna bully this kid because he fat? Now people gonna think this man a woman, low key, because he cross dressing.
I just love it. He called him jelly jugs. I was like, okay, yeah, I got you. You get 1 point, Adam Sandler. You get 1 point, Davey. But yo, Wadey having all that fur on his body when they played the basketball game.
Yeah, did y'all like that ass shot? The ass shot that he gave you?
Why
in
the
locker room?
is that even in there?
It's hairy ass, bro, just on screen.
People, I'm telling you, these niggas told me to watch this movie today, and I saw Whitey's just hairy ass for no reason. It just randomly popped up. I'm just thinking, why did God do this to me? I'm supposed to be thankful at this time of year. I'm pissed.
Like we said, thank God this ain't live action. Yeah. Imagine seeing just fucking hairy ass.
I'll go to the gym if I want to see old man ass, bro.
Damn, I know you staring, bro.
Niggas walk around in the locker room like it's their house. Old people don't give a damn. Coochie out and all that. They still walking, bro.
So one of the turning points of the movie, it's like almost the halfway point, I would say. So Davey's been with Wadey for a while, and he does this pickup basketball game. Wadey is his partner for, I think, like a minute, right? And did you guys, that scene was so funny. When he went to go take that shot,
yeah,
it was the craziest cut I've ever seen in my life. He goes... right down on his face. Like, it was like a half-second cut. I was like, there was no wind-up. There was no preluding that this was gonna happen. Just bam. And then when he gets knocked, he goes right down.
Dude just jumps out of nowhere and spikes his ass. That was probably the funniest moment in the movie on God.
That scene I actually paused the movie because I was crying. I lost it. And he just walks over. He's like, all right, old man's dead. Hey, you kid, come over here. So this girl that he had a crush on from like 20 years ago or something like that. I don't know. When he was a kid, right? She has a kid now and, you know, was single mom and all that.
Yeah, father MIA.
Yeah. No, we don't know where they're at. But so Adam Sandler or Davey, he ends up like building a relationship with this kid by doing a pickup game with him, and where he like shows that he's not too bad of a guy and can like have synergy with another person. And then he fumbles the bag, you know, like 2 minutes later. But it was actually like, that was actually like a decent part of the movie. I was like, okay, this actually isn't that bad. And then the movie loses it for like the next like half hour and then picks back up. Actually, I shouldn't even say picks back up. It just, it really doesn't. It just goes straight down.
Scene after that, well, after he gets his home burned down, that's technical foul. It goes up. That's when the movie goes right back down.
Bro, what? We went from like, oh, this man's a hooligan. Whitey's going to save him. Oh no, parents died again. Like,
also, Wadey's wife was kind of a pervert, bro, because Davey at one point talked about like having a boner. She's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. He's like, huh? He looked at her and said, what? I'm just saying, bro.
Bro, who is this movie for?
Not babies.
It ain't for Jewish people.
That's the part that kills me too, is that you're right, is that even though it's centered, like it's a Jewish-centered movie, you don't get like any like Jewish semblance other than like pictures of menorahs, and they would mention it, right? You didn't even really like know any. I mean, the one kid talked about how he did have the first 3 nights of gifts from Hannukah, but that was about it.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, can we talk about the product placement in this movie?
That was crazy.
Sbarro Panda Express like openly says
can't forget the orange chicken at Panda Express.
Yeah. Go to Spencer's Gifts to get some fake dude.
Bro, the movie wasn't for people. It was for the advertisers, bro.
I was shocked when I saw the mall scene and like just straight up name dropped like stores. I was like, were they even like allowed? I have no idea if they were allowed to do that.
Man put the logo in his hands and said, "You gotta go here."
What? Right. Go to Foot Locker.
Foot Locker made a bag off this thing, bro.
Then it even got worse later in the movie. I mean, we'll talk about that later. But like, after technical foul, Whitey's all good and like, it seems like it's all going to be good. But then, Whitey gets into his backstory, telling Eleanor like all of his business. And this is where we're supposed to feel bad about Davy, bro. Why? This is supposed to make up to why he's an asshole. Because his parents died, bro, on Hannukah.
Get over it, bro.
I'm
sorry. Get over it.
Why does this movie hurt you so much,
Bro, you got a grown-ass nigga living with the old man, abusing these elderly people, just fucking up kids because he's trying to get the second chance. Meanwhile, he's still getting locked up in all these things. He is a trash character.
That's what
redeemable qualities.
Amir, that's the point of him, bro. He's supposed to be
the
redeemable.
only good thing he did in that movie was at the end where Whitey didn't get the fucking award and he was like, nah, bro, Whitey does deserve that. And then non-Jewish niggas start doing a Jewish dance. I'm like, what? Like,
Oh, the end of the movie. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, there's a little bit of fluff in between there, a little backstory. They go to like a nice skating rink. Like, I'm not gonna lie, all that stuff is relevant, right? So fast forward, it's basically like towards the end of the movie, right?
Yeah. But Davy says like, hey, yo, Whitey, you told all my business, man. I hate you. Fuck you, and your sister ugly too. You're wearing a wig. And then Davy goes off, and that man goes like, do some hijinks.
Yep. And then and then some deer shit out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, some deer shit. We forgot about the deer shitting scene. So
did we mention that Davy pushed the old lady in like a fucking what is that shit called? Like the mobile toilet?
Oh, you mean porta potty? You pushed Whitey in the porta potty.
Oh yeah, he pushed Whitey in the porta potty.
Yeah, it's all animated shit while Whitey is climbing out. Then he freezes, and then after that, deer come up to break Whitey out, but they lick him and they get like shit in their teeth.
And they smile with shit in their teeth.
Thank God this movie's not live action.
Yeah. That would be so foul.
Bro, do you know that this movie was written by 4 different people?
Yes.
Yeah. Including Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Bro, but how is it like this with 4 writers, nigga?
I mean,
there's only so much Adam Sandler can bully you on, man. Like,
you got to think also, right? How many times have you had a class project with 3 other people and somebody be spitting some craziness into the discussion? You're just like, nah, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? That person probably broke through. They were like, here's some craziness. Nah, let's not do it. And then somebody was like, nah, actually, let's, the man is on to something.
That was Sandler. He said, nah, this was fine, fam. Yeah. We got to go with this.
Yeah, do that. Do shit. They like that. Make sure it's animated good.
Somebody that's just like laughing way harder than they should, smacking their knees, just being like,
nigga, like, poo-poo.
They're going caca.
That's why this movie is confusing because like, do you want me to feel bad or do you want me to like? This is like a kids movie combined with like a drama, bro. It's weird because you want me to feel bad about Davy and all his dead parents and all that, and he has to get over it. But then you got shit and deer, and then you got this old man having a seizure. Like, bro, what's going on?
No, what was crazy was, the deer shit, now we're at the award banquet ceremony thing, right? So they're awarding, what even was the patch? It was like the 35th, like, superstar patch?
Yeah, it's like the community and all, like...
Somebody's like an all-star in the community or something like that,
much,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But, like, that's when things got really fucking weird out of nowhere because that's when a dude's shirt got ripped off. Somebody has a hook hand. The Asian man, I think it was the Asian man that had his shirt ripped off.
Yeah, the Asian dude.
And they had this random lady with the jiggliest chest.
And she had
like a whole minute on screen where she just jiggled. Was like, that's so funny. I was like, what is going on?
What makes it better is that she had 3 titties.
Yeah.
She had 3 titties,
and
bro.
She had 3 ribbons, too, for the community superstar thing. It was insane. But, like, that's what I mean, like, going off your point, what the fuck is this movie? Like, it sets it up so that way, okay, you got the kid. It's a very simple story, right? So a delinquent who ends up, like, loving the holidays, is reformed as the movie goes on. He's not even fully reformed, to be honest. Yeah.
At all.
He's only, like, partially reformed by the end of it, and... That's really...
This man still committed crimes. Don't forget he broke and entered into a mall. Like, he busted through the damn window. And then, we even explained, that was probably the worst scene. Like, well, though simultaneously the best and worst scene, because remember when all the products was coming out and being like, Davey, it's time we had a chat. You just see the Foot Locker sign coming out. You remember that shit? That's probably the worst part of the product placement.
Davey was about to get arrested and he somehow escaped 2 cops, even though this nigga is a drunk loser that just breaks into malls.
Did you know he's also a ninja?
Bro, fuck off. Fuck off.
I thought he literally was just like, oh, I got to say something real quick, and then just walked away from them. Did he actually like just like sneakily escape?
Yeah, he just handcuffed them together, made it look like they were fucking each other.
You see, that showed how much I was paying attention towards the very end of this movie.
Bro.
I was like, I was so disinterested by that point because again, I couldn't take like I knew the movie was like close to the end, right? You know, I could see the timestamp, and I'm just like, what is going? Like, you guys aren't taking yourself seriously. How am I supposed to take you seriously at all?
Like I said,
you know?
Once the products just start coming out, and be like, let it out, Davey, and you got the fucking Victoria's Secret dress, and you got like the GNC dude be like, you take a look at those bizarres.
They was stroking GNC crazy on this movie too. He was like, GNC, you get everything here.
Mm-hmm. They're all singing towards. I'm like, literally, what the hell is this movie for? Is this for kids? This ain't for kids, bro.
It's not for kids.
It definitely isn't.
Yeah, it's not for adults. Adults could care less about this, to be honest. Like, again, not all the jokes land. It's very, if you can't tell already, it's very crude humor, you know, so, which already is not for everybody, you know, as it stands. But then you're also tying the musical component to crude humor. It's like, what direction were you thinking for this movie? You know, it honestly almost belongs in its own genre because it tarnishes any other genre.
It does, because I feel like it's a mixed genre movie. Like, they try to make it a classic Christmas movie, but then try to make it a comedy as well. I'm like, Adam Sandler doesn't make like pure comedy movies. Like, his jokes don't hit 100%. It's like pretty much like coin flip. It's either it lands or it just misses completely.
Yeah, and you also got to remember, like, almost any time Adam Sandler, like, that name is tied to a movie, it's typically a low budget, low cost movie that's like shot in like half the amount of time like any other movie would be done in. You know, they're very like quick turnover productions. You know, like it's almost like the equivalent of like a college kid's like, you know, senior capstone project. You know what I mean? They're not marvels. They're not going to be masterpieces in the slightest.
You don't think the animation costs more than just filming it live
action? Of course.
Oh, 100%
animation's expensive.
Does. Yeah.
Bro, like, how much money did this shit make compared to the production?
Probably nothing.
From what I saw, it actually was a flop in the box office. I think it made less than like $30 million. Well, first of all, I was surprised that this wasn't a direct-to-video movie. Seriously. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would have been a direct-to-video movie from just the way I was watching it. The fact that it came out in the theaters at all, I was like, that's a bold play that you decided to air this on a big screen. I was like, I wouldn't have paid for that either. Especially after, you gotta think, like, this is the time of the internet, you know? After like 1 week, like, people see all the reviews. They're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna watch this, you know?
Shit, and this movie does not have the greatest score, people. Like, it has one of the lowest scores of movies I think I've ever watched in my life. Yeah. But oh yeah, shout out to my Asian brethren, because you may not like this movie, fam.
Oh yeah,
like, you may not like this movie because the Asian dude is crazy racist.
He's like, oh, you're for boy. Oh, that's how I do record. Like, bro, come on, bro. And it's voiced by white.
It reminds me of old like WWE The Rock. He was like, yeah, I speak Chinese too. Ching chong ching. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, it's worse because voiced by Rob Schneider too. So it's like, yeah. So that makes it significantly worse.
Dang, that really does make it worse. That's crazy. I actually didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Voiced by Rob Schneider. That's insane. But yeah, this movie, it also really disappoints me because like it's one of the few holiday movies that are out there that like are Hannukah themed. You know what I mean? Again, I say it very loosely because like other than mentioning it, they mention it like 3 times in the movie. Okay, that doesn't fully make it a Hannukah movie in my opinion.
They showed the 8 candles.
And they did do the Jewish dance.
They also broke a menorah in the movie. Remember, he ran the menorah ice sculpture in the beginning?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Is that blasphemy?
I don't know. I'm not Jewish.
I mean, okay. I don't know. It's probably the equivalent of like snipping somebody's stocking. I don't know. It's like, how dare you? But at the same time, it's like, all right, that could be replaced. You know, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Not the ice statue or the ice sculpture, though. That looked very detailed, very quality. But so who was your favorite character then? Not that there were many characters to choose from, but actually, you know what, Amir, go first because I could tell that you really love this movie. I could tell that you're passionate.
Dog, I don't like anybody in that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nobody?
I did not like this movie at all, fam.
Bro, you didn't like GNC, the big GNC?
Bro, I did not like anybody in this movie at all. Like, there was no like pure character where I'm like, oh, this person didn't do anything. No, everyone in that movie is like weirdly flawed or just straight up weird. And I'm like, I don't get why you're even interacting. Like, Davey, I would have dropped this nigga to jail the moment I saw him. He, like, I don't know what redeemable I don't give a fuck what type of jump shot you had. You could be LeBron James, nigga. You breaking into malls, go to jail. Like,
wasn't it in the court case in the beginning? They literally said, we've been doing this for 20 years. I was like, 20 years? You're giving this man the pass?
Come on now.
Yeah, he said you've been in and out of psychiatric wards and all that. I was like, all right, keep him in there, man. I was like,
bro is lucky he ain't in a 3-strike state.
No, the crimes he was committing were just crazy, bro. Like, he didn't give a fuck about anybody.
Fam, like, he could have easily caught a child abuse charge. Easy. Like,
so you didn't even like Jelly Jugs? Shout out Jelly Jugs.
Who?
The fat kid.
Oh.
Jelly Jugs.
Yeah, unofficially, fat kid, a.k.a. Jelly Jugs.
I'd rather... No, the Truffle Shuffle originator is still my favorite fat kid, so...
You remember the coach in the bomb bitty? Remember he was going like the key, like doing the Cossack or some shit?
Bro, I don't care. Truffle Shuffle nigga or nothing.
Bro, nigga, why can't that be your favorite character, bro?
This movie's trash.
I don't blame you.
How about you, John? Do you have a favorite character?
I don't know. Whitey, because he infected my brain cells and my brain's ruined because of that voice.
He is the most memorable.
He is. Hairy ass and all.
Yeah, he is the most memorable.
Hairy ass voice and all.
I'm not remembering the hairy ass, though.
No, it's stuck in my brain.
It's
I
the
can't.
voice, man.
You son of a bitch.
I feel like that's the voice a kid would make just to piss me off. Like... Well, Counselor Amir, can I please go into what? Shut up, nigga. You know who he sounds like.
Yeah, it's like that's exactly what I'm imitating. Bro, I just love the fucking sounds he would make too. Remember when he was like doing the referee? He was like,
remember the flashback when he was like, I'm not sure when you were weirder, now or the flashback. And the flashback, he was just like, yeah, let's just do the robot. Just a random scene. I was like, this is actually uncomfortable.
Bro, oh yeah, remember when Davey was singing in the car, he was driving Whitey home, and then it was a fine song. I thought it was actually kind of soothing. Yeah, but then Whitey steps in, and then he's like, the first time I hit 6 was on the phone. Or some shit like that.
And it was just the creepiest old lady in a dungeon. Yeah, that scene just gave me a rash. I was like, yeah, no.
You got an old ass whiny man talking about his sexual status, fam.
Oh yeah, I remember in that same song there was it just cuts randomly, and the dude said, yeah, this dude said, my darling was once a he, or something like that. I don't remember. I don't know if y'all remember. Mm-hmm. It just cuts randomly. I'm like, who is this? Like, who are these people? Who's singing? It was just, I don't know if they were desperate for rhymes, but I mean, it rhymes.
Desperate for rhymes.
No, that's exactly.
No, that's exactly this movie though. Desperate for rhymes.
Adam Sandler's up in the studio like, but I'm not a rapper.
My darling was a he. Oh, they gonna like that. Oh.
I'm telling you, it's that fourth lap partner that slap in the knee, 2 extra, being like, that's gold, we'll run with that.
Bro, these are Nick Cannon bars.
All right, so overall, how would you guys rate this movie?
If you are gonna be hanging out in the holidays with your homies and y'all got eggnog, drink some eggnog and watch them, light them 8 candles and watch some 8 crazy nights, because it's gonna be a good time if you're drunk.
Oh yeah, if you're under any kind of influence, you're gonna have a blast.
If you drunk, you good.
My sober scale is a 1 out of 10, easy, fam.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10, because there were a couple lines where I was like, okay, this was funny, but overall the 70% of the time it did miss. Yeah.
I'll give it an 8, because it was annoying, but at least Whitey was like,
that's wild. What? After all of this, what? All of this,
because
that's like the ugliest person in the world coming in here, and you're like, yeah, fam, you like a 5. Nigga, be truthful.
If I'm drunk, I'm 8. It's an 8.
No, sober, bro.
We're talking sober scale.
Fine, sober. Then I'll give it a 4, because it's not. It wasn't the worst thing I saw. The animation kind of carried it. Whitey, I'm sorry, you affected my brain, so I'll give you a little extra point.
You being as lenient as that court judge, bro.
Oh my god.
He said an 8. What?
You gotta speak to Adam Sandler after this or some shit. Like,
hey, he's my homie.
Bro, that'd be like if I was like, yeah, Endgame was a 3. What? Like, stop lying. Stop playing. What do you gain out of that?
Thunder was the 10 out of 10, nigga.
All right, so we do have a few shout outs to give, all right?
Oh, yes, we do. Holy.
We do. So if your name is in this, yo, shout outs to you. Yeah, you better listen well because it could be you.
Listen up.
Are y'all ready? Here we go.
You want to kick it off, Johnny?
The first one, we got Stoic Barbarian. He was coming on the Willy Wonka. Remember we were talking about the Willy Wonka being a horror movie and like that perfect premise, do not steal or we'll find you. If you want to do a Willy Wonka horror movie, you need to do the sequel book, Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. That shit gave me nightmares as a kid. Never heard of it, but you know what? I'm going to check it out afterwards. If it's actually, if it's good, it's got blood and gore, I'm checking that shit out, bro.
Yeah, we'll revise our concept. You know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the elevator.
Oh, did you actually
read
heard
of it?
Bro, didn't they have the elevator in the movie?
The glass elevator?
The clear elevator that they went up into like the Wonka's like...
Yeah, but he's talking about like there's like a sequel or is that a prequel?
He said a sequel book.
Yeah, sequel book. So I guess
I ain't reading no book,
that.
Bro. I'm not trying to say I'm illiterate. It's just I ain't interested like that.
Just hop on Audible.
Hell nah, bro.
Yeah, I'm on Audible. It's gonna be like 24 hours. I'm like, fuck that, bro. I'm good.
And the elevator went up and up and up and up and up. All right, I'm done.
It's gonna be exactly like that movie Devil, where like you're trapped in the elevator.
I forgot about that shit. Holy.
All right, Amir, didn't you want to hit it?
Oh yeah. This is a Bionicle reference. This man has no sentences or commas, so I'm gonna try to do this in one take. Interesting fact, the inhabitants of the Matoran universe, meaning the characters in the story before the Barra Magna plotline from 2008, were robotic beings that have muscles and organs, but were actually living in the Great Spirit robot that had come...
How you gonna disrespect a shout out?
Excuse Johnny. AI inverse. As I was saying, I don't even remember where I was.
You were at...
Okay, well, just give a quick summary of what they're saying.
I don't even know what this nigga's saying, to be honest with you. He says the inhabitants of the giant robot were given free will, and that is why the Brotherhood of Makuta was the reason of why the GSR had the trials of the Matoran universe, and I am not going into details of the rest are. Nigga, no one asked you to go into details of any of this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the GSR means. That could be an African guerrilla squad. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost. We lost. The audience is lost. AI inverse, I love you, but keep your opinion to yourself.
Bro, we love you, bro. But give us more Bionicle facts. Yo, every shout outs, we're gonna piece the story together. Yo, AI inverse. Yo,
no, nigga.
Keep it going. Yo, send us more.
Keep building up the lore.
Send us more.
Please. All right, and then last shout outs. So we had a video game character trivia up on our Instagram story, which y'all participated in. And we got a few people that got 100% everything correct. So shout out to at the Caesar G Formula, at Here's Jack, at Slick_Rick84, at Reshin, and at Cassie Jean. And special shout out Cassie Jean. She just swore into the military, to the Army. So congratulations, Cassie.
Congratulations, Cassie.
Yeah.
I hope you won't want to get out in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send home. But yeah, so follow us on Instagram or follow me on TikTok. I post a lot of our podcast videos and a little extra content on there as well. And, comment, interact with us, and you might even get yourself a shout out as well.
Be sure to keep answering them questions because I'm still holding my word. I will give out some shirts and hoodies.
Yeah, we'll get you some podcast shit. We will. But until next time, thank y'all so much for listening. Peace out, remembers.
Happy Hannukah!
Remember When is a Sweet Recording production. Check them out at suiterecording.com.
Intro and outro created by our very own Johnny.
Subscribe, listen, and remember to review wherever you are on social media. Thanks for listening.